centre section now. Here she comes. So that's coming out of the middle here. Take that cover off. Okay, we've got the hopper here. And one of the things that really appealed to me was that take the bits out the middle. The bean hopper on the top of this machine was airtight, so the beans stay fresh in here. You've got a lid here which has got a rubber ring around it, and it's airtight. And also, like a lot of the pro coffee grinders, when you turn this centre dial in here, it locks the bottom of the hopper so that you can lift it off of the machine and keep the beans intact. They don't drop out the bottom. Okay, what else have we got? Here's the machine itself. This is the grinder. As I say, it's a stainless steel burr grinder. This isn't a bad machine. It's a little lighter than I thought it might be. I've researched the different coffee grinders. You've got a little hopper or a little catcher here, and that again is completely airtight, and there's a airtight lid that goes on there, so if you're grinding coffee in bulk, you can grind it into this little container that sits under there. Let me just see. Yeah, it lines up there with the exit mouth of the grinder, and you grind into the canister, and then take that, put that back in place, and seal it. Keep your coffee. Now, I'm not going to be using that. One of the main reasons that we wanted this particular coffee grinder was that one of these, it's got two different size group holders. This is to hold the coffee group, and I think this one here would be ours, and that should slide onto the machine here perfectly. Okay, and what that allows me, go over to my coffee machine and get the group, that allows me to put my coffee group straight in there and grind down into the group, so we're only using exactly the same amount of coffee that we for each shot, and not having coffee going stale on the side. So that's what I got this for, guys. That's why I went for this model. Got a little brush for cleaning out the grinder inside. You see here, it's got a little plastic sort of a vinyl cover over the digital display. Now I'll turn this on in a moment and we'll have a look at it. I'm just going to show you on the bottom here, guys, the coffee machine has got a, because this is an unboxing, everybody wants to see everything, so the coffee machine has got a little unwinder on the bottom there, so you can set the length of the cord, so my cord won't be too far away from the wall socket, so I'll have a fairly short cord length on there. Okay guys, I've switched that on now, and you can see the LEDs come on, and it said lock bean hopper. So we've got to put the bean hopper, nothing will operate without the bean hopper on. It's got a nice grey backlit LED, a bit like some of the cars have now. It's quite nice. So we'll take the bean hopper, and this has got two little alignment notches here, which you sit in line with the top of the machine, and that seats on there very easily, and we just turn this quarter clockwise and it locks it on. You can see now all the LEDs lit up, and we just would then pop the airtight lid on the top. But I'm going to get some coffee beans and we'll pop it in here and give this machine a try. Okay, so I'm just going to add some coffee beans, fresh coffee beans into here, into the hopper. And let's have a look at the controls here. We've got the amount here, which is the shot, 1 shot or 2 shot setting, and then this digital dial on the side, we can adjust incrementally how fine. So we're going down to espresso on the right, and on the left we've got percolator, filters and plungers, the coarser grains, and then we can adjust the shot less and more to suit our different portafilter sizes. So these I've already read in the book. This is an 8% increment up to 40% more, and 8% increments to 40% less. Your portafilter goes in here, little group filter goes in here, and then you can press the start. Let's just pop the lid back on here, keep the beans fresh, and we can press the start button and let go, and that will start to automatically now. See, I let that run a full cycle, and that's giving me way too much for my portafilter, so I would adjust that down to less. Now I could have just stopped it with the stop button there as well. Okay, I'm just going to take that out now and tamp that down. Yeah, you see, that is a little bit too much coffee in there for my shot. So I would adjust that down maybe 16% less. And the grind feels a little bit too gritty as well for an espresso shot. So I would probably take the shot setting down a little bit finer. Okay guys, there you have it. That's the unboxing of the Breville BCG 800. It's a great little machine. We'll give it a try over the next couple of weeks, and maybe I'll make some comments down below as to how well it's going. If you're looking for a burr grinder to be for a domestic environment, I wouldn't think this is for a professional environment, but for a decent burr grinder,